Hello and welcome to math class. Today's lesson is on solving percent equations. Our first question says, what is 100% of 24? In order to make this an equation, we need an equal sign. So let's change this statement to an equation. The word what in these statements is my variable, is the unknown. So I'm going to use an X for the variable. The word is means equal. When we have a percent, let's change our percent to a decimal. We start behind the last digit, move our decimal point 2 places to the left and get 1.00. Of means to multiply. We're going to use parentheses for multiplying since we're using X as the variable. 24. So this says X equals 1.00 times 24. Let's solve. X equals, this tells me, parentheses mean I want to multiply. You will need a calculator for this lesson, so be sure to grab one. Let's calculate. 1.00 times 24 equals 24. So this says that X is equal to 24. The solution to this percent equation, what is 100% of 24? The answer is 24. The next question says, 1,333 is what percent of 1,550? Well, let's go ahead and make it into an equation. 1,333 is, the word is means equal. When we see the word is, we replace it with an equal sign. What percent? Anytime they ask the what question, that's a variable, and I'm going to use X. Of means to multiply. I'm going to use parentheses for multiplying, and I'm multiplying X times 1,550. Now, let's solve the equation. Draw my line down my equal sign. 1,333. X times 1,550 is 1,550x. The opposite of multiplication, the inverse operation, is to divide. So in order to find out what X is, I'm going to divide both sides by 1,550. We're going to cancel out the inverse, bring down our X, and let's calculate to see what's the value. It is 0.86. The question said 1,333 is what percent of 1,550? We are going to have to change this decimal number to a percent in order to get our answer. And we do that by taking our decimal point and moving 2 places to the right. So we'll find that X is 86%. So what is the percent? It is 86%. Lastly, the question asks, 1,000 is 25% of what number? Now we're looking for a whole number. What number? Well, let's change it to an equation first. 1,000 is means equals. We're going to change our percent to a decimal by moving it 2 places to the left to get 0.25. Of means to multiply. Multiply times what? What number? We don't know, so that's our variable. Let's solve the equation. Bring down 1,000. 25 hundredths times X is 2500x. And because this stands for multiplication and the inverse of multiplication is division, I'm going to divide both sides of this equation by 0.25. Let's calculate. 1,000 divided by 0.25 is 4,000. Cancel the inverse, and this tells me the value of the variable. It says what number, and that number is 4,000. Remember to rewind the video if you need help. This is solving percent equation, so change each statement to an equation and solve.